Hello there, this is Zach Harris here from Financial Trading School Profits for Wealth, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. One of my students actually dropped an email to me and asked me, what do I think of the Bitcoin now? And would I be able to do quick technical analysis to see when is the best time to buy Bitcoin and where do I think it's going? Now, again, just one thing I would like to say, which is that this is not a financial advice and it is just my own opinion by my own analysis. It's just my opinion. This is my own private prediction that I will actually share that with you, and then after that it's totally up to you whether you want to get involved or not. It's totally up to yourself and it is your decision. But yes, I'm going to be analyzing Bitcoin and show you step by step what do I think of it. So let's jump right in. Well guys, I am looking at Bitcoin chart. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start analyzing from 1 hour, then 1 day, and then from 1 day we will jump on to a week and maybe a month and show you exactly what do I think. As you can see here, I am looking at a 1 hour chart there. This is a time frame here. So 1 hour, it is, I'm gonna show you exactly when it starts dropping. If I were to draw a line here, a closing price on 1 hour time frame, it didn't go above 19,541 based on, I think we're looking at Coinbase chart on TradingView. So if I were to actually draw a line here, I'm gonna draw a quick line here and I'm gonna show you exactly what do I mean by it. So I'm gonna draw a line here, and this line would be our resistance level. Means on 1 hour time frame the prices didn't go above that price. Okay, now secondly, this was our resistance level, so I'm gonna draw another line. So what I'm gonna do here is I am going to draw another trend line. So guys, we are looking at 1 hour chart and I have drawn a resistance level. Then we have got a support level here at the price of 16,308. And as you can see here, we've got a really strong support level. I'm talking about on the 20th, which was today, at last night, basically at 00. This morning it tried to break through. It gone down that line. It touched that price of 16,308, but unfortunately it didn't go down. Okay, then after that we've got another strong red bar. Again, it is touching, we can see these wicks that they're touching this price, but for some reason it's not actually breaking through this last bar, which was just last hour bar. I am here in London, so which we're talking about 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock bar. It kind of did break through, but only few points. Like I mean like only few pence or few points, which I wouldn't really say that is a strong breakage point, because right after that to 10 to 11 o'clock bar is pretty strong. As you can see here, it's gonna actually it's only 1 minute to 11, and now it's gonna close this bar pretty strong. Means that the people were actually selling off Bitcoin, but then towards the end, in the last half an hour to 40 minutes, 45 minutes, buyers jump in, they see the price, there's a bargain on that price at the price of 15,600, 15,700, and then all the buyers actually push the prices higher. I hope it's making sense to you. So as you can see here, it's still, again, we have more so buyers in this last hour than sellers looking at the chart. This was our trend line, as you can see here, that it was dropping. Then again, it's not heavy drop, but this bar, it's given me a great indication that it could actually just push the price higher, because there's so many buyers jump in. The buyers will see an opportunity coming up to next hour and they will see, you know what, this is the good price. There are more buyers in, they're gonna actually entice other buyers to jump into the market and buy. That's what I believe. Again, it's not a strong signal, but if that bar closes above that red bar, let's say in around 16,824 or 16,000 or even in around 17,000, that would be a great bar, and that could actually change the momentum, and a lot of buyers will come in, and that would turn into a bullish actually market. Now again, so far, for me personally, I wouldn't think twice, and I would actually get involved at that price. I think it's a fantastic price. Whenever it's going to take a turn, I think it will actually break through all time high records as well. So let me just show you, this is our 1 hour chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it over to a day chart, and let's look at 4 hours as well, and what does 4 hours say. Then we'll move over to the day chart. As you can see here, in 4 hours we have a slightly different picture. Same trend line is looking pretty good. Again, 4 hours says it could be maybe in around here, could drop up to 15,954, and then it can actually take a turn and rise back up. So 4 hours, again, it's slightly different, showing it might drop, it might not drop, but overall I think it's still, I can't see it going down below 15,000, you know, and I think it will stay in around that price in between 615 to 16, and it will rise back up again. Okay, so let's just look at 1 day chart. 1 day chart will look totally different, as you can see here. Let me just make it smaller, let me go full screen. So guys, this is a 1 day chart. Okay, so this is a 1 day chart. It looks totally different now. As you can see here, we had the smaller time frames, their resistance support levels are different. So if I were to drag this line, we don't have proper resistance here. Price were fairly sharp bullish. As you can see here, if I were to see one day chart, like I would suggest is maybe that was a proper powerful resistance we had. Before that we had this resistance. Again, on 1 day chart, it's broken through the previous resistance. I think it could, again, it could rise up. If you were to drag that line up above here, it could actually drop up to 14,000, but then rise back up. But then again, we had a small price retracement. Again, you can see, I would say it's only small price retracement. People are just taking off their profits. It could actually drop up to maximum up to 14,000. So we have different, actually in different time frames, we have a different price barriers. On 1 hour we had a price barrier of saying it could actually rise up straight away. Then we have 4 hours, it says maybe in around, it could drop up to 15,000. In 1 day I would say 14,000. I can see it going down to maybe around 8,000 or even 10,000. I say maximum 14, but I believe that it's a great price to get involved in. So if I were to actually change it to 1 week, see what 1 week tells us. So I'm gonna go full screen here. Wow, 1 week, like now we're looking at 1 week chart, so means each bar is representing a 1 week chart. In 1 week chart, it's simply shown that we have literally, well, it's shown that simply it's given us a price correction, and after that, I don't even think it's gonna go below that bar, and that's the maximum we'll go. I think it will be inside bar, means this red bar will be an inside bar, means it will be smaller bar than the previous green bar, and it will rise back up. As you can see here, we didn't have any strong reversal trends on 1 week. Again, it is overvalued on RSI as well. If you were to look at RSI, we're looking at RSI here, relative strength index. It's well overvalued, it's unpredictable, looks like it's very sharp upward bullish trend. So this is a 1 week, and okay, look at 1 month. Wow, there's no stopping for 1 month. 1 month is saying, look, it's not gonna go anywhere. It is just slight price correction. It's still in a month. Overall, like one month would determine for next few years. So I would say in 1 month it's basically shown, yes, it's a sharp bullish trend. If somebody is nervous about it, that if they have a Bitcoin and they're thinking, what if it's gonna go down, they're losing money. So I reckon no, it's not. It's just a price correction there. and people are just taking their profits, and once they actually take a little bit of their profits, they will jump back in. So I'm going to go back to an hour chart, and I'm going to show you exactly. Look, we're going back to the hour chart. As you can see here, overall our chart is actually going down again. This bar is very different bar from 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock in England and Britain time. That it is a lot of buyers were there, so it's still a little bit of fear, but just one green bar every time when you see the green bar, which will just break, like, which will be basically a reversal trend bar, means if you see a green bar that would actually close above, let's say in around 16,800 to 17,000, at the price of 17,000, it's gonna carry the upward momentum, break through the previous resistance level, which we have in around 19,600, in around that price, 19,637, and it will rise back up. When will be the next resistance? God only knows. Not anyone can predict, but I believe it would be in around 24 to 25,000, or could be 28,000, but I think in between it would be 28.5 to 30,000. That would be the next resistance. So again, from 16,000, if anyone gets involved at this time, let me show you. This would be my actual prediction that where it can rise to and what can happen. So I'm going to actually forecast this. Okay, so I'm going to forecast this. So we're going full the screen here, and I'm going to drag it all the way to, I'm gonna make it smaller here so we'll be able to see potentially if it does get a good, because this is a fantastic price correction. Even if it does rise up to 25,000 from this price, we're talking about roughly about 50% gain. Will it happen? I think it will. I think there's no stoppage, and if it does drop, if it doesn't rise from 16,000, it will definitely rise in between 15,000. But I still think it's even if it does go down to 15, overall in a long run, it's a great price to get involved in. In fact, I am going to get involved in Bitcoin, and I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin, really small amount, and I will show you exactly at what price I got involved in when it comes to Bitcoin and what kind of profits I'm making. So at the moment, at this price, great price, and I think it will break through in the long run. It will break through. How long will it take to make that kind of 50% profit? It can take up to maybe 3-4 weeks, or maybe up to 3-4 months. But I think it would be a first quarter of next year, means in between January to March, that you will see a big rise and new resistance level, and that will hit in around 25,000. okay, price. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will actually put down all these price barriers of support levels we have, and if like this price, I think it's an ideal price. I believe that we're not gonna see in around 16, or maybe not below 15 again. So it would be fantastic price. Bitcoin is literally giving us a chance to get involved. If somebody who hasn't got involved in Bitcoin, this is the right time. But again, it's not a financial advice. It's just my own personal professional opinion. Like, you don't have to follow it, but this is something what I think will happen when this is my really quick few minutes technical analysis. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video clip. If you have any questions whatsoever, simply comment below, or maybe send us an email, quick email, and I'll leave our email address there as well, and I'll be more than happy to get back in touch with you. Thanks very much, and have a great day, and make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.